You're being called to do something really, really big right now, and it's going to require you to take a leap of faith, okay? And it's going to require you to put all of your trust in the Most High, in the Divine, in God, or in whoever you believe in. In this season, while you are taking these steps or you are taking this leap of faith, God wants you to, if you want to, especially if you're a content creator, if you want to film it, if you want to talk about it, if you want to, bring people on the journey with you, Spirit said do that, record it, and all that good stuff. But what Spirit wants you to do is keep it in your drafts. Do not post it. Do not talk about it until it is already done. You can post about it. You can bring them along your journey. You can show them how you did it. But after it's already done, after you're already in position of where you had plans on going, okay? Some of you guys are being called to start a new career, you go down a different career path. Some of you guys are being called to move. Some of you guys are being called to I don't know, whatever this is, because everybody's situation is different. Some of you guys are even being called to move forward in the next step in a loving relationship. But at this time, Spirit is saying, like, don't tell nobody about it. I just really feel like, and it was 111 on the clock. Every time I stop it, it's at an angel number. I really just feel like there's a lot of monitoring spirits, and there's a lot of people don't even know that they're being used by monitoring spirits. A lot of people don't even know that they're being, because monitoring spirit shows up in, they don't show up in people that you don't know. It shows up in people that you know. Okay, y'all? And so right now, it's a need for you to just almost keep everything to a minimum. You can talk about certain things to certain people, but don't talk about too much. Mention a little something here and there. Ask for their opinion on certain. Honestly, I don't even feel like you should ask their opinion. Do what you're being called to do. You came up with the idea and you mentioned it to them, or you wanted to mention it to them because that's what you're supposed to be doing. Because most of the time when you ask a person for advice, like, do you think I should be doing this? They're going to tell you the opposite answer of what you want to hear. So you should never even ask them in the first goddamn place. Just do you. Also, not everybody's going to agree with what you are being called to do at this time. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a conference call. God called you. God told you to do it. So it wasn't for nobody but you and God. It's not for everybody in this season. This season is about you and what God is doing for you. And right now, it's best that you don't tell a lot of people, or it's best that you don't tell them, unless you know that they're really for you and want the best for you. It's best that you don't tell them nothing, because they really don't want what's best for you, okay? All they're going to do is try to talk fear into you. All they're going to do is slow down your path. All they're going to do is basically make you question, like, you know what, damn, like, it's like when you feel confident about something, even if you don't have everything that you need at that time, still do it. Spirit is giving you that confidence for a reason, and it's almost a need for us to move by faith and confidence. It's a need for you to be so confident in 2025 that it doesn't matter what comes up against you. It doesn't matter what challenges try to come. It doesn't matter what the devil tries to send your way. Know that God is going to stop it in its tracks and give you exactly what it is that you need, okay? Whatever you need, God will supply it. Dependable God is just what popped in my head. Dependable God. It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Intentional God. Everything is working out for my good. So some of you guys might lose some things. Some of you guys might have to leave some things behind. Some of you guys might have to sacrifice. And these are some of the things, some of these things you have to sacrifice or leave behind, or have to just walk away from, or just choosing yourself. Spirit is saying, like, you're going to get rewarded for it because you had the balls to do it. Do you know how many people could have got what they needed? It's almost like you have to sacrifice this for right now, but because you had the balls to sacrifice this for right now and nobody else did, I'm going to bless you beyond measure because you sacrificed it. I'm going to give you back what you sacrificed plus more, okay? It's really a need for you to, just because right now God is using you as an example. God is using you as the one that's going to, you actually have the balls to do it. You're strong. God chose you for a reason. And just knocked on my wall. Because my spirit team is definitely using me, and they're using me as an example. And honestly, I'm doing this video because not only did I need to hear this message and I needed to know this, but I know that God using me to give this to somebody else because somebody needs to know this. God called you to do it. God told you to do it. God didn't say, oh yeah, do this and then go ask so and so, should you do it? No, that's not what he said. He said, do what you want to do what you feel guided to do. Some of you guys are being called to do specific things in a specific order that may not make sense to anyone else. It's not supposed to. It's for you. And then 444, as I stopped it on that time, you are protected. The fact that it stopped at 444 and it stopped at 44 seconds, that was just confirmation that God is protecting you at this time. You are so divinely protected. You are spiritually guided, but from the most high, from the most positive, from the divine. Okay, you guys, everything that you're going to be doing, it may seem like it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to do this. A lot of people, you may feel like people are going to judge you, you may feel like people may criticize you, you may feel like people just simply don't understand you, but it's not for them to understand, and I cannot stress that enough. It's the need for you to just be quiet in the season and walk by faith. Even, and another thing too, stop speaking negative about yourself. Like, it's all in your mind. What you believe you are worthy of, what you believe that you can have, you will have. Okay, you will receive it. So if some of you guys are needing the finances to do what God is telling you to do, or God told you to do something and you ain't got the money to do it, don't worry about the money. God ain't say, hey, I need you to make this amount of money and then do that. God said to just do it, because he wants you to have faith in him that he's going to provide for your every need. There's no need for you to worry. What are you worried for? If you have faith, why are you worried? Faith and worry don't go in the same sentence. It don't even work. It don't even work. It's like, I got faith, but I'm still a little worried. No. You can wonder, but you don't worry. You can think about it, but you don't stress. Because at the end of the day, you know who you are protected by. You know who gave you that download to do that. You know who is guiding your spirit and your soul to take these next steps. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but understand that God is a dependable God. God is going to show up for you how you need him to. And it might not be on your timing, but it's in God's time. It's on his timing. It's in divine timing. And it's always right on time. Because most of the time when it does show up, you be happy. You be happy as I don't know what. God is trying to also help me with my cursing, y'all. Like I say a lot of I don't like to say curse words because I don't feel like I'm cursing anything, but it's a way of expression, okay? But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like God is working on you from the inside out. God is making you, it's like you claim you have faith, so God is really testing your faith. God is really seeing how tapped in. Do you trust me? You say you trust me. Okay, so trust me. If you say you trust me, then trust me. Why are you worried? I got you. Anything that you're stressed out about when things seem like it's not going your way, pray. God listens to your prayers. God wants to prove to you and show you that I am the one that you need to. I am the most high. I am the one that's going to come through for you when nobody else did, because at the end of the day, it's from God that we come from and the God we will return. So he is the creator, is the one that's going to make sure that we get and do everything that we need to do. At the end of the day, God sent you here for a purpose, and God is guiding you to do these things because you are here to fulfill what God sent you here to do. Yes, a couple of things may have came along the path, like, yeah, okay, you had a baby, so now you're a mother, but that still ain't going to stop you from fulfilling your purpose unless you allow it to. You are meant to do what God sent you down here to do. So certain things God may tell you to leave that behind for right now. And because you don't see nobody else around you doing it, it's because nobody else was willing to take that sacrifice, because nobody trusted that God was going to come through for them after they made that sacrifice. But you are. And that's why God got you doing it. Because God knew that you were the one that was going to do it. Because he knew the ones that came before you, that walked the path before you, couldn't fulfill it. But they said, this one here, this one gonna do it, okay? And baby, I'm that one. And so that's why I'm here giving y'all this message, because the one thing about me is I always practice what I preach. I always make sure that I am living by what I am saying to y'all. So just know that I'm not the person that's on a corner just pointing and saying like, oh, go that way, and then I'm not even going that way myself. Everything that I'm telling y'all to do, every video that I produce, everything that I'm talking about is because I'm either doing that myself, working on it myself, or experienced it myself. Okay, y'all? So in this season, we are needing to trust God. We are needing to trust ourselves, and we are needing to speak only positive over our circumstances. Even when it may look like you don't have it in the physical, you have it in the spiritual. You have everything that you need. Everything that you need is already inside of you. And if it ain't inside of you, God is going to provide it for you. Okay?